Hi friends, my name is Claire and you've stumbled upon Porch Coffee, so please stick around. Hi friends, my name is Claire and this is my channel, Woodshed Theory. Here, I make content about what it is like to live as an adult on the autism spectrum and whatever else feels good to me. So if that sounds good to you, or if you're feeling particularly gracious today, and I hope that you are, please go ahead and click the subscribe button, ring the bell. I almost forgot to mention that sometimes I put out more than one video a week. Click the like, click the like. Good morning, my friends. How was your week? I'm just noticing that I put more coffee creamer than usual into my coffee. It tastes fine, but I want to taste the coffee. If you're new here, I'm an autistic lady who has coffee with you every Monday morning. Why? Well, when you're autistic, it's hard to have friends. And we've built a lovely little community here on YouTube of people who are all sorts of neurodiverse. This gives us the opportunity to sit, have a cup of coffee together. I chat with you. You tell me about your week in the comments. Sometimes we talk about autism stuff. Sometimes we talk about my special interests. And it's one of my favorite parts of the week. So welcome. Well, lots of Mug Club updates. Number 1, thank you to the 3 people who got mugs this week. Number 2, if you check in my store, there is a new type of mug. There's a travel mug available. And it was requested for a long time, so I made it happen, finally. Took me forever. Here's the deal with the travel mug. It's a little bit more expensive than I'd like it to be, but there's not much I can do about that as far as shipping and printing and everything. Also, it's only hand wash only, which is not my jam, but maybe it's worth it to you. So I'm just giving you disclosures. It's a cool mug, and it's perfect for going on a road trip or whatever. If you listen to me on your way to work, these are all reasons to get that mug. But is it the perfect mug? No, because I wanted it to be cheap and dishwasher safe, and it's not those things. I'm not lying when I say I really get excited that Sundays are the days that I film Porch Coffee. Like, oh, tomorrow I'm gonna get up and talk to my friends and tell them about my week. So I really enjoy this part of the week. If I'm looking particularly tired today, and I know that I am, we went to a barbecue last evening with some friends, and we had a good time. We had a great time. I was just out late, which is not my thing. And, you know, here we are. I put on makeup for the first time in ages, so that's what the dark circles are about. And now I'm just exhausted. But we had fun. We were over there for a really long time, and one of my friends brought her knitting, and I brought my crochet sweater I'm working on, and I actually finished the sweater, just about finished it, so it was a very productive barbecue. Now I feel like today is just gonna be like being quiet and reloading my social battery from yesterday. We have wonderful friends who just let me be me, so I don't have to, like, it's not necessarily like, oh, I'm tired because I've been masking all day. I'm just tired because I'm used to just being alone and like regulating my sensory input that way, and that's really helped me since diagnosis. But it's important that I get out and I see my friends and I make that time. It's not like I have a full schedule, it's just sometimes it's mentally hard. You think they're gonna think it's mentally hard because of them? No, it's just this brain right here. It's mentally hard because of me. Gosh, what has happened this week? I feel like the weeks in the summer, they're all kind of similar, but maybe not. Oh, well, here's what I want to say. I filmed a bunch of stuff this week. If you look at my channel, I filmed a reaction video of me watching my first YouTube video where I come out as autistic publicly, because it's very different than my content now, because I was nervous AF when I was filming that. and I didn't want to say the wrong thing, and I didn't know what I was doing. So, well, I knew what I was doing. I knew I was like being open about my autism, but it was just a big step. So I'd love for you to go and watch that, because I actually found it very encouraging. I thought it would be a good video to make because I get a lot of comments from y'all, sweet, sweet people, that you're newly diagnosed on the autism spectrum, or you're newly self-diagnosed on the autism spectrum, and perhaps you'd like to see where a person is 2.5, 3 years on from diagnosis. What am I talking about? 2.5, 3 years. It's been almost 4 years. Whoops, how the time flies when you know what's wrong with you. Not what's wrong with me, but like, you get it, right? It's not that it's wrong, it's just different. When you know what's different about you. I'm really proud of getting back into the swing of videos. I think it had been a while and I was kind of hesitant about doing a video like that because it had just been a while. But I'm ready to start making content again, not just the porch coffees, and that feels really good. So please check out that video. I also did 2 shorts this week, which are the YouTube short videos that you probably watch instead of Instagram Reels sometimes, TikTok. I did one about restoring an old lantern, fairly old, rusty old lantern. And then I did one about putting together my Gothic hanging flower basket, which is so cool. I would definitely recommend you check that out because I went to a plant nursery. Well, back up. Oh, kids don't know what real wine sounds like anymore, so it doesn't matter, I guess. I was taking our dog out to the groomers this week, and I just stuck around that area because it's just easier to wait around to pick them back up. So I had a few hours to kill. So of course I went to a local nursery. And of course I was like, maybe I'll buy a vegetable, or what do I think I'm gonna get? And I left home with no plants and I came back with 8 plants. And that's why I shouldn't be allowed to leave the house. One of the plants that I picked up, or sorry, some of the plants I picked up from the one nursery, I couldn't help myself, guys. I was bombarded with this need to make a black flower hanging basket. So it's got black petunias, black pansies, black sweet potato vine, and purple basil in it. I'm very excited about it. It's a little macabre, but I like that. I like that. I love it. I also got some other herbs and things to put in my garden. Update on my garden situation. I feel like the vegetable garden is now fully planted out. There is no more room. So this week I'll probably put up my veggie garden tour. Things are growing in nicely. We're starting to produce things, and I think you'll like it. So watch out for that. I also this week got a butterfly pea plant, and my friend was interested in growing them, and I found someone online who had starters, so I went and picked some up for us this week, and now I don't know where I'm going to plant it. I don't know where I'm going to plant it because I've never grown a butterfly pea before. If you don't know what it is, it makes these blue flowers that make a very bright blue tea or natural dye. It's good for all different kinds of health stuff and used in like herbal medicine. So I'm really excited to grow it, but now I need to figure out where it's going. So I've been watching a lot of videos on that. Other updates in my garden, all of my pumpkin plants have made it. Miracle of miracles. And this week I was able to, guys, I've been so excited and I've been checking it like 3 times a day. I was able to germinate 3 different pumpkins this week. And one of them, the first one, obviously is now the biggest so far. But it's gone from being like a marble-sized pumpkin to a eyeball, and then a ping pong, and a golf ball. Now it's at like a golf ball size. And seeing it grow every day is just the joy of my life right now. So if you haven't grown a pumpkin yet, I highly recommend it. I also have some squashes coming in. I have an eggplant that started to grow, a few tomatoes, so things are starting to happen. So I can't wait to show it to you. You might think it's a little over the top, but it's become a special interest, so duh. Of course it's gonna be over the top. It's what I think about. Actually, I will say that I feel like I'm getting much better at balancing hobbies. The longer I'm into my diagnosis and the more I understand about myself and also about my OCD, etc. So I feel like I'm able to do more than one hobby at once instead of just hyper-focusing on one hobby at once. But there still is a level of hyper-focus there. There still is a level of special interest. And right now gardening is like what I want to listen to all day in my earphones about people's gardens and what they do and how it works and how I can make mine successful. So, you know, research. Research is very important to autistic people. In bad news, I busted my big hose this week. I haven't ordered another one yet because I'm still bummed about it. It's one of those flexible hoses and the inside broke. It busted on a thorn and it just ripped the inside like in half. So the flexible hose is no longer viable, and I just got it like 2 months ago. So that's my story. I know it's a stupid story, but I'm so bummed that I have to buy a new one, that I'm just looking at the old one for a few days and mourning the loss of it. And in the meantime, I've been like working around it by moving like another hose and then using a watering can. But it does add a lot of work to my garden routine. So I'm excited to get a new hose soon, but also devastated. Devastated about my hose. What are your plans for the week? I still have some tentative plans. I think I'm going to be doing something big next weekend that I may want to make an outfit for. So if I'm gonna do that, I just need to pull the trigger and get to work. But I think today will be like the planning stages of the outfit. So heads up for that. I can't say much more in case it doesn't happen, but it should be a lot of fun. What are you doing this week? I'd love to know. How's your garden going? Have you crocheted anything lately? How are your friendships going? How are you feeling after your diagnosis recently? How are the new meds working? Mine are actually going really well, and I'm feeling like I'm getting a lot more done, so I'm very conscious of it and grateful. But I'd love to hear everyone's experiences and how you're doing. Yeah, leave me some comments. Nice to hear from you. Watch my other videos I made this week. And I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends!